So Figma just released their own AI at Config 2024, and it's really interesting to see how they've done it. But there's a catch. We'll talk about that later in the video, but for now, let's dive into it and see how it works. We have this new refreshed look of Figma called Figma UI 3 as part of Config 2024. I'm gonna be doing a separate video on going through what's new and what's changed in the upcoming few weeks as I explore this. But the most noticeable thing is that the toolbar is now at the bottom and we have this brand new AI option in here. They're calling it Actions and it's capable of doing three kinds of things. Number one, generating designs. We have seen this technology for quite some time now where you give it a prompt and it generates designs for you. Although those designs are never exactly what you want, but it does help you get started. And that's exactly what Figma has done here. Go into Actions, click Make a Design, give it a prompt, and it spits out a mockup design within seconds. It does support auto image creation and maps, and that's pretty cool. It also gives you some level of customization options, like changing a theme or changing spacing or font if you're not happy with the design that it has generated for you. So you have an option to make further changes. So let's say you wanted to add a contact form just before the footer. Just select the frame, hit Actions, and you see a prompt option. Type in your prompt and click Make Changes, and there you go. Your form is added. So what Figma says is that they're using OpenAI's generative models out of the box, which in my opinion are not great in creating UI designs. But what Figma promises is that they're going to be training these models on Figma data. And that can change a lot, which means Figma will now start requesting to view your Figma designs in the backend to train these models to look at all the different kinds of UI designs. Now you gotta watch out what you name your layers because they're watching. Always watching. Just kidding. It's an optional thing, so you can turn it off if you want. But can you? Yeah, you can. So let's get back to topic. So the second thing that Figma AI can help you with is literally an AI search. So it can search for different kind of frames and components throughout your different files and different pages just by a similar description of that frame or component. The best part is that it also recognizes the visual elements so that you can use the screenshots or images to search for something similar. So that's really interesting. Let me show you what it means. So assume that you have the screenshot of this Uber design that you once did for your client, and this is just a screenshot, but now you can't remember the actual frame name or in which file it was. Now you can bring in that screenshot and hit Actions and search for similar, and it brings you the right screen you wanted from all different files. And you can now drag and drop into your canvas and start editing. You can also search by a description that you remember about a screen that you once created. In the same similar search option, we can search for something like pickup spot, and it will fetch me all the screen designs that has similar name to pickup spots. So the third type of thing that Figma AI can help you with is the general stuff. Now I think so this will be the most commonly used AI feature among others. The reason being that it is helping you in your day-to-day process of creating designs. Let me show you what it means. Have a look at this recipe design. I want to add more ingredients in here. So typically I will just duplicate this a bunch of times. And now you will see an amazing thing, a suggestion to replace the content. And as you can see, it automatically changed all the content inside the text based on the context of the application. Now I can even drag this and it will keep populating and keep updating the content. And that's just unbelievable. If that's not enough, next we have prompt-based image generation. Just select an image, hit Actions, and give it a prompt, and it generates images. We have seen this in other tools. Cool to have it built in into Figma. There is even an AI-powered background remover natively in Figma, and that's gonna kill all the other background remover third-party plugins. That was seriously needed. Thank you, Figma, for that. Now, if you're thinking that's all, you're wrong. We also have an auto translate feature. You just select a design, hit translate in Actions, and choose the language you want, and boom, all the text changed to the language of your choice. We're still not done. Actually, the next one is my personal favorite. Auto layer renaming. Yeah, let me show you. Just select the frame, and in the panel, just click rename layers. And with just a click of a button, you can see all the names of the layers being changed in real time. This picks up the context of your design and changes the layer names accordingly. That's just impressive. We're still not sure how accurate it is, but oh boy, if it works, it's gonna save me hundreds of hours. Finally, we have auto prototyping. Just select all the frames and search for make prototype in actions, and boom, it automatically prototypes all the frames together by understanding the flow of the app. That's just brilliant. If I'm being honest, I'm really skeptical about this one because it can't be anywhere close to figuring out all the user flows of your app automatically. I mean, AI is good, but it's not magic. Maybe in the future. Hope for the best. So that was all the features of Figma AI that were introduced at Config 2024, and I think so these are a lot, and especially the way how they have implemented this. But remember that I talked about a catch in the beginning of the video. So let's talk about it. So I had a few thoughts. One of them were that it seems to be working pretty well in a controlled environment. But will it work as it seems in an actual situation? Only time can tell. Because as Figma told us that it's going to be in beta till 2025 and they're going to keep improving that by training it on Figma data. So only time can tell that how they train these OpenAI models on UI design. So the second thought is around pricing. As per Figma, they have no idea of how they are going to price this because they have no idea of how people are going to be using it. Figma has decided to keep this feature free of cost until it's in beta, which is early 2025. After that, they're going to price it, so it might not be a free feature even for the starter planners. For now, enjoy the free use of Figma AI as soon as Figma rolls out these features for all the users in the upcoming weeks. Try these features out and comment your experiences of this new era of AI in Figma. Give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. And like always, Average Design Dude signing off. Peace out.